last video, so yeah, I had to get a few arrows. What I mean by a few, I mean by a lot. So first, there we go. Boom. Take half. So tripwire hook. There we go. Fine. Okay. Okay. Boom. Boom. There we go. Okay. So there. So he actually go there. It's gonna be 10 seconds. Okay. So now boom.
that idea about being all up in a grown ass woman's business. Like, damn, Vincent, take your foot off her gumbo. She wasn't even on the clock. You telling me your employees can't be regular human beings? She gonna tell me that they not allowed to have love interest with customers. Like, what is it, person? I think that's just a bull crap little bill made up to keep her locked down. See, this is what happens when you give emotionally incompetent weenies a position in high places.
Take half. Put that in. Take half. Take half. Put that in.
Some troglodyte decided to get butt hurt because I potentially wanted to give his employee a better life. You can't make this up, bro. After I told her exactly.
Take half. Put that in.
And that had me sad.
Take that.
But still sad because I knew she was in a tight position.
Put that in.
The next day when I pulled off, I texted her some clarity and had empathy for her.
Ah!
I was mad at her boss. All that was unnecessary, and I understood her situation.
Ah!
Nobody to depend on, so she had to choose the bad. So I can't be mad at that. And understand, she'd be taken care of if we were together, but I didn't want to impulsively jump into a relationship, and I made sure to let her know that. So at the end of the day, she was still sad, but thankful, but still sad. She didn't text me or call me for days after that. I ain't gonna lie, I really thought it was over. I was ready to let her go. Until one day, she called me, checked up on me, and made it very clear she wasn't going nowhere. And so were the other three girls. I think getting blamed in front of everybody gotta be the worst thing.
There we go. Okay, so, boom.
But regardless, it ain't fun, bro. I tell people all the time, keep dumb jokes on you because you never know when the enemy gonna pull up and embarrass you in front of either your little friends, randos that think you're a loser later, your haters, or worse, your crush. Happen to be all the time.
Oh, yeah, huh?
I look at it like a martial art that every man in school should learn because whether you like it or not, it's part of school culture. It was the one thing that separated the men from the boys. Bro, if they had a class for roasting, you know how many men would sign up? Probably would tell the class though because there's a bunch of dudes way better at it than me walking around with those power levels of like 100 billion. Those are the dudes who don't want to mess with. Like you knew who to start with and who not to based off of if you've seen or heard them cooking before. Especially the black roast sports team. Y'all know who that is. That one player roaster and got everybody laughing.
Oh, wait, no. 1, 2, 1.
If he tried you, be prepared to be embarrassed and not be able to do anything about it. Every school will have to. You want to catch me trying them? Are you crazy?
1, 2, 1.
Trying to bucket beers after you smack the hairline off of Vegeta for trying to buck? What makes you think I don't think a buck is a black girl sports kid? And sometimes that ain't even matter because if they was losing the battle, they direct the attention of the roast onto somebody else to avoid embarrassment. That's what they do. They'll be like, boy, I know you ain't laughing. Then proceed to pull a Mustang. Fire your ass up. See, all my life I was thrown in an environment where I was forced to learn how to roast people. Because if I did it, I go home every day.
Ah!
Like at school, bro, you get roasted for literally anything. And sometimes just because somebody was bored. You come to school with mismatching brands on. You're gonna get fired up. You come to school with Assassin's Creed gloves on. Here we go. Love Assassin's Creed. But you finna get fired up. Okay, maybe that's more accepted nowadays. Everybody all of a sudden likes anime and video games and stuff now. Back in the day, they used to make fun of you for watching anime and playing Assassin's Creed and wearing gloves. All that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, do they make fun of y'all still nowadays in school?
Kiss on 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Alcohol in your head after a cut, and you come to school with the back of your head looking like a dread sponge. One, do that, man. And two, you might as well slap yourself on the grill because you finna get barbecued. If you're an easy target like I was, and you so much as breathe in the direction of a roaster, go ahead and get ready to turn up the heat to 105 because you finna get fired up, my boy. Now, I'm gonna keep it 100. The only reason I was an easy target was because I had a fly mouth and tried to fit in by hanging out with the wrong people and had many enemies because I'm a nerd who don't let nobody run over me like a doormat. And because of it, I got roasted just for existing. Like I always got pulled up on by ops of all the time, no matter where I was. I remember this one day back in high school. I was in third period football. Our facility was getting worked on, so coach took us all to the PT gym to chill. I'm sitting at the top of the bleachers on the second floor trying to finish some homework, right? Everybody downstairs laughing and giggling, roasting other for like 15 minutes. I'm trying to avoid everybody because I already don't like none of them up in there.
1, 2,
How I want
3,
it. Next thing I
4.
know, I hear footsteps. Tell me why. 15 of my teammates walk up the stairs to where I was, surrounded me, pulled up like a Ten Commandments thing to Meliodas, and proceeded to barbecue with my ass. For no reason. And I'm not exaggerating this. 15 of my teammates surrounded me. I counted. I don't think y'all understand the amount of static that a shot into someone. To have a bunch of people pull up on you like that, it's not normal. If it's a fight or anything, one, I'm tiny. Two, boy, I'm gonna channel my inner. They calling it, and they like, bro, this was a roast occur that I couldn't escape. So I stayed there, stood my ground. So I'm sitting there about to take the hit, nervous, hands shaking, legs quaking, irritated. Like, bro, what now? State your business, because I ain't with the coonery today, which didn't matter because they were. Like, I already knew what the rock was cooking because me and my teammates already had static from past experience. They was getting personal, trying to break me
Boom.
mentally, talking about my looks, my status, my mama, my pop, my dreams, goals, my non-existent love life, all type of stuff. Words of my mother. So when none of that worked, they started physically threatening me, but not one of them touched me because they knew what type of topic I was on. My mindset with that was, if I'm a die, I'm taking at least one of you with me. And I was dead serious too. Somebody would have got that lucky chop to the throat. Now, did I win the 1v15? Hell no. What I look like, butter? I can't take on all my. I said, what, bro? When coach told us to leave, boy, I came out that hole looking like Dobby. Came out that bug with 50-degree burns. See, this is why you always gotta max out your roasting skill, bro. Wherever you go,
Boom.
you never know what can happen. I don't know about y'all, but at my school growing up,
Boom.
jokes were mandatory because roasting for us was like our sword and shield. Because we knew if your roast could make everybody laugh, you won the battle and gained a new enemy. It wasn't no retirement roasting, bro. You were stuck in that constant cycle until graduation. That was our thing. You live by the roast, graduate by the roast.
Oh, darn it. Hold on. You know what? It's I.
Savings on your favorite day-to-day snacks. Like right now, score 40% off grocery orders at Aldi for 40% more shipping.
There we go.
Football makes you hungry. Get deals all season long on Uber Eats. Order now.
Pause on a busy schedule. At University of Phoenix, you don't have to. With online classes open 24/7,
Ooh.
365,
Okay.
your calendar always has time. For work, for family,
Alright. So now I need some screen.
balance it all at phoenix.edu.
Shut up. I don't care about your morning routine. Come on to the crib right now. We playing store football. What party? Birds, extroverts. I can't say that I'm either or because I excel in both categories. However, one is always main tend to the other. Let me go as far as to say I'm a little person. Wait, we're all limited. So I've been taking warrants with both of these traits for a majority of the time. That's right. I'm hybrid. And I'm going to show y'all exactly why. Most people that know me or they've talked to me in the past, they think I come off as an extrovert. And were shocked when I told them I'm actually more of an introvert. No, baby. It's forcing the extrovert side out of me because I have to. Which requires me to become trusted for a certain amount of time. I've been an introvert and an extrovert job, and it's limited. Yes, I'm human. That's the big problem. I love it. No, if you like to try like this rough combo, it's not. It's great. Telling you, boy, you're excellent right there. Hey, hey, I'm like the life before. But then other days, you might find me in the corner. So don't be showing up in my house without telling me beforehand, or I'm like, I guess you just call me up. I'll be on the low. Oh, man, you can piss off when they hear that term. They be like, oh, look at that. No, 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 no. We're not sad mode. We just enjoy being able to come here. I'm telling y'all, I tell the boys to go crazy. Daily. Majority of the time, I love staying in my house. But I love doing stuff and going out. However, combo, when I go out and do stuff, my social battery dies fast. And I think I finally found out the reason. My introvert side is so much stronger that I just being a whether you as I build up the dance in front of people, or be loud in front of people, and be myself, or just to get to know somebody like I really feel like getting to know somebody cannot be the same. If I'm the type of person where if I go to a party, if you know what time I'm on, I'll act accordingly. If I know you're a social butterfly, I'm gonna use you as a social cheerleader, so I don't have to talk to people. Oh yeah, I get real selfish on my introvert time. Like even for still friends, don't call me 24/7 expecting me to pick up 120% of my energy, 25/8 at a time. Because when I'm on that type of time, I get annoyed really fast. If we haven't talked in months, I'm perfectly fine with it. The only three people that should be calling me 24/7 are me, myself, and I. Like, y'all ever talk to somebody and your social battery just dies mid-conversation? That happens to me all the time. Like, I don't care if I was talking to Kanye, my battery's gonna die mid-conversation. But unless I'm on my extroverted timing where I have to force myself to raise my energy, talking to everything that moves. I was at a family barbecue the other day. I was looking down at my phone the majority of the time, but at the same time, I was looking at my peripheral,
Okay.
and I seen my grandma, my aunties, my granddad, my uncle, all looking at me for whatever reason, like I'm supposed to turn up the party or something. Like, my nigga, get off my testicle. And then they try to do like small talk shit. I hate small talk, bro. I'd rather you hit me with some deep conversations or just an interesting topic, like how puppies can read our minds or some shit. But niggas always talking about, man, well, how was your day? What you doing lately? Nigga, we ask the same question every time we go to family dinner. When do we talk about spaceships or something? Or going to the, I think I'm running this. I can recall a lot of times when I used to live with my parents and people would come over and I'm in my room and I was having the time of my life by myself and I wanted something to eat or drink and I had to go through the living room just to go get that thing. And I knew if I made my presence known, I would have to interact. It wasn't because I was shy. It was because of the small talk that I knew was coming. I'm telling y'all, I really hate small talk. It's so bad to the point where I remember this one time I walked out of my house. I was about to go to my car, right? I see my neighbor. She walks out of her car. I'm like, oh, I already know she's gonna talk to me, try to get small talk out of me. Let me go ahead and walk my ass back in the house. Like, y'all ever done that before? I know I'm not the only one that does that. Come on. Speaking of talking, I'm very dangerous when it comes to my introvert side. I pay attention to everything. So that means I can figure you out just by listening and watching. I will sit there, shut up, and listen to you talk while you tell me everything about yourself. At the end of this conversation, I'm gonna know everything about you, and you will know nothing about me. Why? Because I sat down and I listened. Now, if somebody catches me on my extrovert timing, I'm gonna do exactly the opposite of what I just said. I get too comfortable, and then I for as long as you want me to, as much as you'll let me. And then I start oversharing things, and then I realize to myself after this conversation that, dang, maybe I shouldn't have opened my mouth in the first place. A couple days ago, I went on my Instagram and I did a poll on my story. If y'all were introverts or extroverts, just to find out that a lot of y'all were the thin line between, just like me. And you know what? I know I wasn't the only one. My people. All right, I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Ooh, I have an idea. I got an idea for another one.
A lot of toxic places that turn you from a gummy bear to Alphonse Elric in my life. Whether it be MW3 lobbies, all of Twitter, 7-Eleven, but none of them hold more weight in the round table of toxicity like lunchroom tables do. Except for Rock Band.
Alright, so
But you know what? At the same time, it's actually a blessing. Because even though it's a toxic place, it's not a toxic place. When I was a kid, lunchroom tables were a big deal. It's one of the few spots in school where a person can find out.
ooh, I got an idea. I got another idea.
You're treated accordingly. But that remorse too, because like kids, when they're super young, are already rude and brutally honest enough, and it makes it worse when they get older. Now imagine that at school, but 10 times worse. Okay.
Okay, so
Like the
there
four
we
nations
go.
in Avatar: The Last Airbender, right? You get whatever nation you get, and you stay there. Let somebody at a breakfast table consider that find out from the nerd table. It's a wrap. You can't blame nobody but yourself. Like, bruh, you can't expect peace when you're
Ooh,
out territory. It's impossible. Unless that one dude that's basically like the lunchroom avatar, the dude that can fit in with every social group phasing, which might as well be a pipe dream, because that only happens once every 100 years. Bro, all I'm saying is,
Okay, there we go.
and don't try
Boom.
to and never worked. For example, if a shoe doesn't fit, you don't blame the shoe. You just go find another. So if you don't fit in at a certain table, don't blame the people because you don't fit with them. Just go find somewhere else that you do fit. So the shoes is nothing, go find it too. Today, we'll be letting it rip on a couple of lunch tables that may or may not have grinded my gears back in the day. So if you graduated a long time ago like me, then put whatever table you used to belong to in the comment section below. And the same thing for anybody that's in school right now. So let's start off with the presentation. The worst of them all. It's basically a bunch of rude, fake, stuck up, ego inflated, narcissistic men that think the world revolves only around them. This group usually consists of a bunch of stuck up white folks, with at least one or two stuck up Asians, with at least one stuck up black guy, and that one mixed chick that only hangs out with white folks. It's completely fine, but hey, gotta put a little spice in the life. I mean, the preppy girls usually wore like all shorts, Converse, and big ass t-shirts that make the whole fit look like they ain't got no drawers. The preppy guys usually wear a dry shirt with a North Face jacket and little bitty shorts that look like booty shorts. Golly, I'm focusing on the wrong thing. I'm gonna keep it gravy with y'all. I hate these people for the simple fact they ain't down to earth. If you ain't a part of their little cult, they'll treat you like Beardsley and King Eugene. Like, bruh, y'all ain't got no business treating folks like the gum I spat out and put under my desk. And they be like real quick to shun anybody that ain't a part of their little group. Like, bro, to basically sum it up, if you ain't a part of their clique, what you say ain't gonna make them tick. Moving on. Next, we got the nerd table. The best, most authentic, most coolest table in all the school history. Can't nobody tell me otherwise. At this table, it's cut up into two parts. The weirdos and the cool weirdos. I was a part of the cool weirdos. You know, the people that beat themselves and were genuinely cool to be around. Sure, we couldn't dress to save our lives, had zero game with females, beat our meat probably about 3 to 4 times a week, and got picked on a lot. But at least we wasn't out here getting in trouble with the law, catching diseases, making unplanned babies, and stirring up unnecessary drama. Put that on your resume. At our table, we accepted everybody, even if you didn't watch anime, play video games, crack dark humor jokes, and trade cards like we did. Dog, I'm a nerd too. See? Hey, plus we're actually bearable to talk to, unlike our counterparts, the weirdos. Yeah, they had all the face traits like us, but you couldn't sit by them for more than 5 seconds without them eating a booger or making the conversation super uncomfortable. Like, whoa, relax. Home Slayer 56, you got about 38 more minutes until you go back to the Netherworld. Moving on, next we got the basic black and white.
There we go. Alright.
I say that because the basic black folks table is where all the loudest, funniest, most lit people in town are. No intellectual stuff going on.
Doom.
If you want to learn how to roast somebody with maximum efficiency, go to that table. However, be warned, this table is not for the faint of heart. And I say that with the utmost seriousness and experience myself.
Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so now this is where you set your like spawn point looking thing. Cause this is the hardest part, like the most hardest part. And this is close to the last one, because I have one more after this one. Because I would just sleep in this right now. No, at home. I got an idea. Okay.
Just like them, I tried to keep social validation. I tried to keep life primarily because I was always the underdog. I was never in the spotlight.
Ooh, I got another idea, but I'm not gonna like. It's not really an idea.
Like them, tried to dress like them, tried to involve myself with them, which worked a lot, especially when I got stronger than everybody, but I still got picked on because when they seen I was starting to get confident and started standing up for myself, they started to have a superiority complex over me. Nobody put me through more than my Chad ass teammates did. I even made a video on one of those moments. Oh, also, I can't forget about that one guy that's all
Zombie spawn egg. Yep. There's just gonna be a whole bunch of zombies here. Hey, what y'all looking at? Gosh, you gotta kill every single one of these. I should have thought this through, cause now, how am I gonna build a door? You know what? I know how. I know exactly how I'm gonna build the door. Can y'all stop, bro? Like, gosh.
I don't know about y'all, but am I the only one that's taking every single
Ooh.
like, bro, I want to get fast food places, hibachi restaurants. Come on. They got awards.
So where's D at again?
Playground will be back to the school where they aim good. All those guys
Cause
have one thing in common. Maybe one
oh R.
like, bro, honestly feel like they be giving power to people that they know.
Ooh.
Why are you making my day even worse than it already is? All this got something to do to serve my what? Doing stuff that makes sense, but this doesn't make sense. Hey, I got a new car already. I don't think I'm gonna make it to work. Okay, how long before you make this? Okay, how far away is it? 30 minutes away. Are you
There we go.
walk, live in the middle of freaking nowhere, don't have Uber? How do you know where this place is? Where is the open?
Okay. That should be enough zombies. Go!
Okay, so I got you down for a second.
Okay.
You're not gonna fake nothing. Now see the double for your father.
Okay, there we go.
Back in 2016, in my very first job, about a year in, one day we got a new boss. We're not gonna use her real name. We call her Tara. And off the dribble, she was a pain in everybody's butt. She was overly aggressive 24/7. And if you matched her energy, she threatened to fire you. She roasted folks in the back and got super offended when you roasted back. And if it was too much for her, get what? Fired. She never let us rest. And if you did, fired. She talked to everybody like we were freaking five. And if you matched her energy, get what? Fired. But, and it pains me to say this, I mostly let it slide. Not only because I didn't have a backbone to stand up for myself and was too lazy to go find another job and she fired me, but because of that fake, leave, but a wagon she was dragging. And that booty alone could take down an army. That thing was massive. And so was her forehead, because when she took off that hat, Shorty had the Megamind DLC with the Shitty Neutron patch update. Like, she ain't even got a forehead. She got a 5-head, bro. You know you got a big forehead when you put all 5 fingers on it and still have face left. I'm talking about everybody used to roast her forehead. But like I said before, if it got too much for her, then no. But here's the thing. I don't feel bad for her because she always started it first. And oh boy, it always got bad. I remember this one time we was about to close, right? I'm at the station cleaning. She walked by and put hands on the hat on. And eviscerated my hairline. Boy, I don't know who cut your hair, but they need to be arrested. If he do, whoever cut your hair got the IQ of a avocado. Bro, I'm talking about she was going in. Spinning the square, triangle, or two what? Where the button on the head on my hairline, bro? For no reason. I couldn't just clean my station in peace. And she thought things was sweet over here because I let her ramble on. But she didn't understand I was going to unload the clip on that ass. So I stopped her. I'm like, whoa. You where your head? But it ain't the right direction. Pull your body. You a crimson head, straight line girl. I don't know why you here. You'll never go for it. They can just rip on your face, not on your forehead. Man, I was going ballistic for 45 minutes. And she was 38 hot, ready like pizza. And next thing I know, everybody to the back. Since Devontae wants to be a clown, I'ma invite y'all to the circus. Ain't nobody going home till I say so. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Yeah, that's right. Think my co-worker. See, when she said that to everybody, I knew I was the center dot on the dartboard. I really wanted to be like, ugh, it ain't my fault to help them take the show, but I ain't say nothing about what actually happened because, like I said before, I didn't have a backbone to speak my mind. It was too late to go find any job.
Alright, so it's already been a while now, because it's already been like more than an hour. Alright, so it's almost 1 o'clock. I started this at 10 o'clock. So it's been almost 3 hours. So, well, I think it was at 11 o'clock. Yeah, 11 o'clock, I meant.
Almost had me about to quit, or just really confess about what really happened. And now that I think about it, would that really change anything? She probably still would have made us overly cleaned up if I had told her that she was in her feelings and couldn't take what she dished out, and now she's making us do all this. And what has me so battle was when I overheard her talking to herself, talking about, I know where y'all ain't headed tonight. Man, when I heard that, bro, I could tell she was really happy about getting it back in blood, especially with all that abuse of power. Y'all, don't be like Tara. Learn to take what you dish out. Don't get in your feelings when you want smoke. And smoke is what you get. All right, y'all. So this story happened when I was 16 years old, back in 2016. I am 22 right now. That year was pretty interesting because, got my first car, crashed it.
Ah.
By a stressed out 40-year-old. I got my first job. I got called a Nick. You finish that sentence. By my best friend's dad. Watched as my mom almost beat the fuck out of my principal. You feel me? Like, oh, all this down here. However, I don't think any of those will top what happened during the day of the fire. I remember it like it was yesterday. Everything went left, like cha-cha slide. Now, I don't know what type of black Air Forces I was smoking back then, but it must have been high. Because I was on tennis. My bad, when it came to football. Shoot, it wasn't my fault. The hate I was getting was slowly making me savage. I was always on tennis timing during football because of the simple fact that me and the players, the staff too, we didn't really get along. I wasn't one of the popular people. I was the underdog. I wasn't game, so I couldn't hang. I was at like the middle of the food chain. So every chance they got, they tried to open the door, no, damn, reason. I'm just trying to drink some chocolate milk and go back to class. Everybody on the damn team had to go do character development, especially in the locker room. But you know what? I wasn't going to meow. They was keeping me held, so I didn't held back. Oh yeah, I was quiet with a little bit they know. I was one of the biggest trash talkers up in there. And I was one of the top 5 smartest people up in there. And best believe, I used that to my advantage. Every time I was provoked, I would counter provoke them 10 times harder. And every time.
Button room.
Because don't open the door and be afraid of what's going to come out. Like, I knew what I was doing. Which brings us back to the day of the fire drill. Oh my gosh, bro, I got so sticking their shit together. I remember it was like English or math. I can't remember what it was, but it was fire drill.
I'm gonna just put buttons everywhere and like put just, I don't know, a random button somewhere that will open it.
That separated everybody. Like whatever side of the school you came out of, that's the side you was gonna be on. I used to fish, right? Big killer. I ain't talking about nobody. Next thing I know, you're a crowd of hooligans trying to intimidate you for no damn reason. At this point, looking back on it, I think they were just bored. Or they probably felt like I was an easy target that they could just pick on and make themselves look good in front of everybody else. And they just got to quacking off at the mouth. I'm talking about, you're trash. Racka, 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 racka. We'll beat your ass. Blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting there.
Here's the thing. Right. I was scrolling on today looking for a car. No one was right.
Hold on, y'all, be right back.
From anybody. Because it was impossible.
There we go.
I only had some like people in there that I actually enjoyed talking to. Like, so it was No new friends, no new. I see you down there. So I was on back with all the. I'm like, man, let's go. Man, look, nigga, put your hands up. Man, let's go. Don't go out there. Your head on your thumb, go. Put it right there. Man, y'all, they would just be like, how dare you? As if I'm not supposed to talk behind your back. Like, it didn't make sense. It's 8:40. So what the fuck y'all want to do? So there's a dude in the middle, and the all-star athlete that had everybody on it. And he was like, what the heck is talking? You realize you can jump. The only thing you can do right now is just kick. Number one, you can't be hurt. Number two, you always think I'm scared and offensive and separating me. I don't care. I don't get bang bang. I don't care. Because I didn't have nothing to do. I don't just fight. Just fight. Hell, like before that day, I let a lot of things fly. But at that very
B.
moment, I threw all that out the window. Twice, it wasn't no move. The smart thing to do was to just walk away. But then I thought to myself, what's this for? What I said afterwards basically went like this.
The plane you throw in on, them shoes, the socks with the bell on them, your that very basket, your cheap ass cigars, your yuck mouth teeth, your hairpiece, your chocolate, Guy Ritchie, Prince William, the Queen. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping you.
Bruh, I'll probably never forget what Cam said afterwards. Probably, like, I'm getting flashbacks. My hand's starting to hurt hearing it again. He was like, you know what? We're going to jump after school. Matter of fact, we're going to do it during school, and nobody's going to do anything about it. And I knew exactly
1, 2, 3, 4.
football workout. The period where when my coach shut that door, anything was bound to happen. Now you
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now that's 5.
take a couple bodies with me. In the moment, I really thought I was on some anime. Like, bro, I was ready to give everybody like, nigga, what? You know
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
consciously, I knew that was
1,
impossible.
2,
Just too many of them. I knew I couldn't take on every
3,
single person that was gonna try to jump me that day, but like I said, I was ready to throw
6, 1, 2.
tired of being a doormat like that. I knew they were dead serious. That's why I wanted to leave there on a 20 kill streak. And I'm not playing fair. I'm playing dirt. If I'm going 6 feet under, I'm going to take somebody with me. I don't care if I had to pick up a dumbbell, a 10-pound weight. Nigga, I'm not fighting with these hands. I look like Meliodas, like Hollow, Mikey, Rock Lee. Niggas didn't even know
1, 2, 3, 2, 3.
Was I nervous? Not really. I was more focused than I ever have been in my life. Nigga, I was ready to throw it all away. I was ready to bring the shovel and karate.
Yes.
Everybody had to go through that leads to the pathway to the door that leads into the facility. I'm gonna try my best to map it out for you. I get to pathway 1, so far, most clear, but everything changed when I got to pathway 2.
Hmm.
Remember this vividly. I get around the corner, I see the door wide open, and my 6 of my teammates poking their head out, waiting for it. They wasn't even saying nothing. They was just staring at me. They was just standing there like an NPC. And myself like, So this is where my villain origin story progresses. I see Cam walk up and he's just staring at me, waiting on me too. Like, this really about to go down.
Oh.
Not lying when they said nobody was here waiting, because that nigga Coach Harrison was in his office with me on the other side of the building. But you know what? I called they bluff. So I get walking up there and I'm like, bro, first person to touch me, bro, I'm gonna who won't smoke with me? Like, bro, I get past the 6 guys in town, right? And oddly, they didn't touch me when I walked inside, but they were still just staring at me. Like, can you say sneak attack? When I got inside, it was like a two-way. One side on the left leads to the facility that you do all the equipment and training. And
Ah, darn. Hold on.
the other side leads to the locker room. It was worse.
Boom.
Because nigga left me
Okay.
to the facility with the turf and the equipment. Like, nigga, we're gonna work out right after this. But right now, I'm gonna get a pre-workout. I walk into the facility, right? Arm's still up. I'm about 15 steps in. Next thing I know, while I'm walking, I hear about 30, 40 footsteps behind me. I'm like, oh, brother. I guess this is where my villain origin story peaks. I turn around, bro, and before I can get my bag off of my back, bro, I get speared. Like, damn, nigga really hit me with the nigga threw me to the ground with my back. get to scrapping, bro. And we wasn't even fighting for real. We was just grabbing each other and slamming each other to the ground each time. Like, bro, mind you, this nigga is 6'3". I was 5'6". I am still 5'6" to this day. I was just a tad bit stronger than him. Just a tad bit. The only advantage he had over me was arm length. That's about it. Whole time in my mind while I'm fighting this nigga, right? Or slamming this nigga, like, what are we doing? WWE? I'm thinking to myself, like, hold up. Didn't y'all say all y'all was gonna jump me? There's only one person here. Like, I'm not even kidding, bro. Everybody else in the hallway was just sitting there watching us fight. Like, oh, look, I know what's going on here. It's a bunch of y'all said y'all was gonna do it. Damn. The only thought running through my head when I saw that when I was fighting this nigga was, oh, here. 3 minutes later, Coach Anderson walks in and breaks up the fight. He puts them on punishment. Oh, yeah. He gas all people know. He sends me to class, got free. But I'm still pissed off. Whole time in my head, I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Something ain't right about this. You're punishing them, but not me. Wait, did we have cameras? And did you watch them do this? If that was the case, absent, you are okay. Fast forward next day, Spanish class. I remember it like it was yesterday. I will not use this nigga's real name. We're just gonna call him Darren. Darren walks up to me. This is a person that I, number one, don't talk to a lot. Number two, is a part of the same clique that was like, oh, I'm gonna jump you. But I ain't do nothing but just sit there and go to the back of the class, right? Darren walks up to me like, if you ever talk about our squad again, we'll come with you. And he did it behind my ear, which made me even more pissed. Like he was trying to intimidate me or something. Bro, when I tell you, I turned quickly to look him in his eye in front of everybody. It was like, who the fuck are you talking to? No, pass up. Before I rip your fucking spine. Teacher looked at me so crazy. I think he knew what was up. He didn't do nothing about it. Aaron didn't say nothing afterwards. He just got up, walked away. Oh, he must have expected a different answer. No. You picked the wrong one, boy. Let me make these for you. I know how to choose my battles. Wisely. Especially now. However, I am not a tough guy by any means. I am a nerd to the core. But I am not going to sit here and let no nigga beat me in front of everybody. That's not how I operate. You know who still talked about their homies afterwards? You know who didn't do a thing about it? Take a wild guess. The Warriors ain't the only ones celebrating because we hit 100K. My second 100K flag on the way. Woo! Man, rest up, OG. Rest up.
Boom, 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 boom,
I used to have this.
boom,
Your personal finances start with you.
boom. Okay, so here is what I
Your money can be a force for good.
am trying to do.
Causes and communities.
So dodge that. Dodge the whole door. That is what I'm trying to do. So I dodged the whole door. Everything is currently covered right now. But I have an idea. So I'ma just boom, boom.
I used to have this friend that did crazy for absolutely no reason. We're not gonna use his real name. We're gonna call him Ted. No matter how serious it was, bro used to put into the worst situation for his own entertainment, and it always used to make me want to get the biggest AR, load the mag, go to the nearest rock, and dump the clip into my foot. Like I don't know what it came from, but it couldn't have been a civilized human being. Like that boy was raised by either the Joker and Harley Quinn or Marcus Lewis Holden. He was one semester in sophomore year of college. He came to me in need of a favor. I said, look, man, what's the catch? It was always a catch to whatever he was asking me about. He said, listen, I came to you because you have a lot of female acquaintances, which I did. So I was wondering if any one of them were looking for a man. I said, yeah, one of them, the rest want to be female foes. He said, perfect. I got this homie looking for love. I was wondering if you could set him up on a blind date. Now in my head, I'm like, finally, this thing is trying to do something nice for once instead of terrorizing me and stroking his testicles about it later. Pause. So I agreed to the favor and hit up one of my homegirls.
Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna actually put a lever here because he won't know.
Like for Pokemon? Yes. What hood he from? Sinnoh or the Johto? This ain't time for jokes, Devontae. I'm on the time crunch. Wait, do he live with his parents or did he leave when he was 10? Your parents must be real proud, huh? Now this wasn't no regular blind date. We get to his house, right? Me and Kevin set up everything and put our two contestants in their seats. with their chairs facing the opposite direction. Bro, he over there like, I used to play the times like this, the sound like this. She like, so I had to grind like that to shine like this. So I'm like, oh, okay. They seriously kind of nice. They already vibing. Bro was on point. Put this man in the NBA Finals position, because it's like he couldn't miss. He rigged his body up like it was nothing. Bro,
There we go.
put her in the genjutsu. Like, it was crazy. He had never been to me when I'm at my most confident form. Now, at that point, I thought everything was going to be good, everything was going to be cool, everything was going to be cool. But this when everything changed. 20 minutes into their conversation, I look at bro, he starts twitching. I'm like, bro, what the hell? So he off a perk or possessed by a demon. Like, I'm so glad she didn't see what I saw. If she did, she would have went from what to what? Oh, she know. And kept it to myself so they could continue that conversation. Next thing I know,
Okay.
switch again. I'm like, hold on. Somebody called me to death note. This boy got a shit economy. I'm gonna need a restraining order so he can stay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 millions of miles away from me. I let it slide again. What that mean? And she started switching again. Then, when I heard that, he even jumped to my ass. He jumped out of my ass. Hard. I thought, bro, I had to blitz on him. I go check on back. He like, that's crazy. I'm at your car. Why you do me like that? You could have been something. You were lying. I can't ever, no one will. Bro popped all. And I knew you couldn't breathe. One of my tires. I'm like, oh. See, this is why. She like, hello, chill. He can't come up. Then I look at Kevin. I'm like, you think I'm so stupid? If he cares, because what's going to die? He's like, I'm like, please. I was thinking, like it was a joke. He's like, listen, I can see why you're mad. You gotta see situations with a clear-eyed view. You know what I told my barber I wanted before I got it? 31. Yo, babe. Alright, y'all.
Okay. I think I know. Alright, yep. There we go. Alright. Alright. Okay, I'm almost done because now I just gotta do the prize. Now remember, Zay is gonna be doing this, so I'm gonna have to help him a lot. And trust me when I say this, I won't be recording too.
You want me to go fight? I don't need the lift. Just don't do it. Like I said, it's always for a reason. I remember this one day 5 years ago in my senior year of high school, something happened in math class that broke that threshold. I decided to go to school that day with pants with little pockets. I don't know if y'all know about these little pockets, but they have stuff fall out whenever you sit down and read. You know, I'm walking around with little midget pockets. Okay, you know, the first step, you know. Had people together all day, phone falling out, pencils falling out, everything. The only thing that didn't fall out was the rubber in math class. My teacher, we gonna call her, when we get real, we're gonna call her Karen, big booty white lady. She had that thing in every class. Every time we turned around, we saw all of her asses. Only problem I had with her is that she was so fucking annoying. Come to the board, 3 plus 4. Baby, listen, do you realize if I come to the board, something might poke you? And I ain't talking pencils. Always showing us her kids and stuff like we care. You want another one? We had a test that day, and she told everybody before the test to put your phones away, and if she sees it or hears it, she's going to take it up. Now, the smart thing to do in this situation is to put my phone on silent and put it in my bag. What did I do? The opposite. I kept it in my midget pocket pants. I decided to take the risk of leaving my phone in my pants because I didn't plan on moving a lot anyway. I was trying to cheat, not because my whole class was doing it. I did it on my own accord. I wasn't ready for this test, and I wasn't ready to fail. And I don't know if you noticed, but cheating requires you to move a little bit. Whether you writing notes down on your own, writing against and covering it with the test paper, blocking your phone with your legs so you can use Quizlet or Google, anything of that nature, you gotta move a little bit. By the way, I do have a double cheater, so I'm off the mic. So we start the test, and as suspected, I was struggling to keep this phone in my pocket while taking the test. So I was like, all right, okay, back it up, pickup truck, put the keys out the ignition, throw them on the floor. Let me push this phone as deep as possible inside of these midget pockets as I can so it won't fall out. That didn't last long because one of my peers right next to me, he turns to me and he's like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Toss me one of those pencils. And my first instinct was to turn slightly to his direction. And that's what screwed me over. Because as soon as I turn slightly to his direction, the phone falls out. I'm like, oh shit. As soon as the phone fell on the floor, I turned my head to Karen, and the look on her face told me everything. I'm like, oh shoot. I turned to pick my phone off the floor.
I used to struggle with dandruff, but now I use Head & Shoulders Head & Wash because the active ingredient in Head & Shoulders fights off the microbes that cause dandruff.
I am almost done, just like this video. So I only got 6 minutes left before this whole video ends. Like auto ends.
She looked me dead in my soul and was like, don't hide it. Give it to me. Did you pay for this? I didn't want to use this phone. You want me to check.
Yep, 5 more minutes.
Did she pay for this phone? That's what I thought. Now, before I lose my patience, I'm going to ask you kindly to build a bridge and walk the other direction. Okay, I didn't say all that. I said that all in my mind. However, I did say no to her, and she was shocked, as if she just assumed I was going to automatically cooperate with a fear. No, baby, I'm the brave and the bold. I had 2 options. Either give her the phone and have my parents come pick it up after school, or keep the phone, go to ISS, and still have my parents vote about the situation. So basically, this whole ultimatum was a double-edged sword. I was going to get cut either way. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go with the second option because of 2 reasons. One, I needed my phone for work, which I had to go to right after school ended. 2, I didn't want my mom or dad to take off work and drag their behind down to the school over something that could have been avoided.
Okay, here we go. Dude.
To the office, my mom chewed me out because I had to listen to authority when I didn't. I got in trouble regardless. Thanks, Karen.
I might have to just make like a short for this. But I only got 4 minutes left, so I gotta hurry up and get iron. I
If there ain't no dancing from the top of our kid, go ahead and find me posted up in the corner somewhere on my little margarita, waiting for the rumbling to happen. Incessant practice. If somebody breaks the leg, and it's going to be who started, not me.
Alright, y'all. So this video might have to end early, but y'all already know what I'm working with. So yeah, only got 3 minutes left. It looks like it's about to be a minute. But if I do this in time, I might be able to do it. So let me just speed up the process. We had 2 more minutes left, so this I gotta do quick. No, I won't be able to do it. I'm gonna see show like I'm gonna just probably not finish this in one video or two. Yep, I'm gonna just record another part because I only got 1 more minute left, and this is not gonna. I'm just using as much time as I possibly can. So let me just. Dang it! I'm gonna at least finish this part. I'm gonna at least finish the flow because I only got like 30 seconds left. So, okay. So I'll see you on the next one. So yeah, peace out. I'm gonna make part 3 and show y'all what I put. And yeah, so bye.